Welcome you all. Today's webinar on navigating the Power Platform landscape for organizational agility. Before we get started, I'd like to go over a few details so you know how to participate in today's event. This webinar is being recorded and it will be available as on-demand webinar on LTI Mindtree website in next couple of days. You'll have the opportunity to submit your questions to today's presenters by typing in your questions in the questions panel. Or you may send in your queries during any time of the presentation. We'll collect all of it and address towards end of the session, last 10 to 15 minutes. In case of time does not permit, we'll revert to you over the email with the clarifications. I take immense pleasure in introducing our speakers of the day today. Hemant Kumar, he's a Dynamics and Power Platform Solution Architect at LTI Mindtree with over 22 years of experience with a mix of domain and IT industry consulting. He's associated with various organizations like PMI, ASME, etc. He holds equal experiences in industries in various domains like discrete manufacturing and across various fields and verticals. Suvida Sashikumar, she's a partner solutions architect at Microsoft focused on Power Platform with over 16 years of experience working on various business application products. At Microsoft, she has worked in various roles with both Microsoft partners and customers to help enable and implement business apps technologies and products. In her current role, she is focused on working with partners to build their capacity and capability to help co-sell solutions. Vikas is a technology enthusiast with 20 years of experience in helping organizations transform their digital landscape through prepackaged and low-code, no-code enterprise-grade custom solutions. He has been offering advisory services to various customers from sectors like insurance, financial services, high-tech, media, education, and sustainability. He specializes in creating high-impact digital solutions across business value chain to accelerate revenue growth, reimagine customer experience, modernize field force management, and derive actionable predictive insights. His current endeavors include modernizing business applications and implementing digital solutions of the future by the infusion of evolutionary AI, ML, and hyperautomation concepts. Over to you guys.
All right, taking control. Hey, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, you're audible.
Awesome. Triveni, if you can give me access. I just requested it. Are you able to give access?
Hemant, are you?
Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. Thank you. So here is the agenda for today. And today we're going to be looking at Power Platform mainly and the AI components in it and, how this platform can really help you. So starting off with the introduction of what this platform really is. So Power Platform is a low code, no code platform for building custom solutions rapidly, meaning it's a platform which makes everything simpler, building applications, building automations or, beautiful visual reports and so on can be done easily without developer experience. That's like a high level overview of what Power Platform is. And this platform really contains 5 core components that you see on screen. Starting off with left, Power BI is a powerful data visualization and business intelligence tool, which allows you to connect to various data sources, create interactive reports, and gain insights from your data, no matter where your data resides. Power Apps is the second component, which is a low-code development platforms that allows you to create custom business applications quickly and really in a simple manner. You can build these apps for mobile or web using pre-built templates, or even starting from scratch using simple, easy to use drag and drop interface to build your applications. Third is Power Automate, which was formerly known as flows. This component helps you, automate repetitive tasks and workflows within your organizations. And again, all of these components can connect to various data sources to make things happen between applications. The fourth one, which is sort of highlighted here, is our new and updated component of low code, which was formerly known as Power Virtual Agents. Now we call it CoPilot Studio. So this was a new update. Microsoft Copilot Studio is used to create new copilots or manage and extend your existing copilots. So we'll talk about this a little more because this is new and this is one of our core AI components within the platform. And Power Pages is used to build powerful interactive websites using low code. So in addition, this platform is super AI enabled, meaning AI is available to assist developers in the platform to build applications easily. And they can also infuse AI into these solutions itself. So end users benefit out of AI as well. And this platform also includes over 1,000 connectors today. And, this makes integration with applications very seamless and easy to integrate. And finally, there's a data store called Dataverse, which is included with this platform. Again, it has inbuilt security, compliance, and it's loaded with a lot of features that's low code, and you don't have to be a database administrator to manage this. So everything in this platform is really low code, no code. This is a platform for everyone to take action, improve their personal productivity, making everyone a citizen developer. This is also a platform for professional developers. It's not only for people who don't know coding, but people who know coding can also use this to accelerate their coding efforts to get to the final solution quickly. So this is a Power Platform. Now, next, let's look at why. Why should you choose Power Platform? So with Power Platform, you improve overall employee experience by, building solutions rapidly to modernize your legacy applications and digitally transform your organization. So the value is fast and you can really enhance your employee experience to match the modern standards. And secondly, low code development reduces development costs and speeds the return on investments. With this platform, we've seen a lot of customers, reduce costs. And third, you can easily scale solutions from department level apps to really enterprise-wide systems with built-in security features, compliance certifications, ensuring data protections, and so on. And lastly, this platform seamlessly integrates with Microsoft's 365, Azure services, and even other third-party services. Right? So it ensures connected ecosystem and easy extensibility. So in addition to these four core reasons why my Power Platform, I'd like to add that Microsoft is named a leader in 2023 Gartner Magic Quadrant for enterprise low-code application programs. So those are just some reasons why Power Platform. Now let's get into patterns of value. Now, Power Platform is, it makes it super simple for developers to build solutions in a quick and easy manner. As the name suggests, it's also super powerful, right? Meaning it is a comprehensive platform for building simple to enterprise grade complex solutions, which can span across various use cases or scenarios. So there is no one single use case for Power Platform. It's rather pretty much everything. So how do we identify what fits Power Platform? So to help you understand that, we have 6 patterns here. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, that moved a little quickly. Okay, so we have 6 patterns that I'd like to click down upon. So these patterns should help you recognize, oh, this is where Power Platform seems to fit and help us and our organization. So let's discuss these 6 patterns briefly in the next slide. So let me go move to the next one here. All right. Oops, sorry, this is okay. So these are the 6 patterns. First, starting off with app modernization. Organizations using manual or paper processes or legacy applications like, let's say, Infopath or access db, or still see organizations using Excel sheets to manage a lot of their operations. So you can really quickly modernize these solutions for better operational efficiency and productivity. And these are our first candidates to modernize your legacy manual processes and bring them up to Power Platforms, so people can do more and the system can do more and people can really focus on what's important to them. Second pattern is business agility. This is for organizations using highly customized large scale core systems like SAP or Oracle ERP, or custom systems that are typically used by a lot of people in an organization, hard to replace because of various reasons, and but also expensive to make changes to these core systems, right? So in such scenarios, Power Platform can extend these systems to cover edge cases, provide better user experience for end users with a UI on top of your SAP or Oracle ERP, and it can provide automation options on top of these core systems. So this is our second pattern, where you extend your core systems and make it easy for end users, but your core stays the same. And the third pattern is accelerate pro development. It's all about speeding up professional development speeds overall, right? Professional developers could reduce development times by up to 50% if they adopted Power Platform for building key components with what's out of box and extending it with pro dev tools where required, right? So anyone doing pro dev could potentially benefit from adopting Power Platform and using it to quickly develop what's possible, and then only do pro development where needed. And the fourth one is enhancing employee experience overall. Power Platform provides world-class systems for employees with access to, latest technology, AI, automation, access to their business data securely stored, also available at fingertips. So in addition, low-code platforms really empower your employees to customize and automate their uh, repetitive work. So it puts power in their hands so that they are more productive, and also it enhances the overall experience because they're not doing the same old job every day, because they've automated it or they've made it simpler, and so on. And the fifth one is empower departments. This is another pattern where, so if you look at departments today, every department is unique with its own systems, with its own data and processes, right? So Power Platform is great for building completely custom solutions for departments for any specific operations, which comprises of data storage, user operations, automation, notifications, integration, reporting, and so on. So completely custom built with complete freedom to design your system or solution based on your requirement to suit the needs of your department to operate more efficiently. So that's the fifth pattern. And the last one is optimize hyper automation. So large organizations have a lot going on. So there is a lot of opportunity to automate repetitive tasks. So we have Power Automate, which is mainly the component which is focused on automating tasks. So within this, we have process automation, process mining. We have RPA, robotic process automation, which essentially can record certain you know tasks or your keyboard and mouse clicks on your desktop, record it and play it on its own if it's something that some human does it on a repetitive basis. So there's a lot within hyper automation that you could automate within your organization to keep it off of people's work. So that those are 6 patterns of value where really Power Platform fits in. Next, we will look at AI in Power Platform. So when it comes to business application suite of products. So now from Power Platform, let's take one step back. In Microsoft, we have business applications, and underneath there are 3 top buckets we can think of. One is Dynamics 365 customer engagement and customer experience piece, which is focused on enhancing customer experience overall. So we have Dynamics 365 sales, customer service, field service, and insights. So these are products these are first party products which are meant for these specific tasks. So that's one part. The second is Dynamics 365 ERP, which is focused on operations within the company like finance, supply chain, project operations, and so on. And lastly, it's Power Platform, what we are talking about today. So this is a low code, no code platform, which connects to multiple services, platforms. It also connects to Dynamics products that I just spoke about. And yeah, it can do a lot more on top of these first party products, or it can even build its own product with its own database, with its own forms and so on, right? So these are our key 3 areas within business applications. So CoPilot today delivers generative AI to all of these applications across all of these 3 areas. It gives users real-time access to business data, taking into consideration security, compliance, privacy policies inherited from Dynamics 365, giving admins full control over what to use, modify, or discard. And in general, it's designed to perform more sophisticated tasks as it learns. So CoPilot comes with all of our products today within business applications, right? So it's like a small assistant for your end users. And in case of Power Platform, it's also for the people who are developing. So it's like an assistant helping you do things, helping you find information, helping you go take some actions on your behalf. So that's CoPilot, which is now core part of all of our products. Next, let's look at how CoPilot is connected to everyday tools. CoPilot is not only available in these tools as standalone, which can only do tasks within each of these products, but it spans across. So you can be in one product and ask a question about something that's, outside of that product, maybe stored in a Word document somewhere within your organization, for example. So CoPilot is really connected. You can make it work across systems. It can go find information or go take actions across these multiple systems, including third-party applications. Right now let's look at CoPilot within Power Platform. CoPilot within Power Platform, it accelerates and simplifies development, and it's again for everyone. It can do a lot of tasks from helping you build these apps and automations, and also to help end users to get information. So there are 2 areas. One is makers. Makers are the ones who are using the application to build stuff. Users are the end users who use these solutions at the end, right? So we have makers on one side, users on the other, but CoPilot here in this platform helps both these personas. So with makers, it can help you create applications or help you create automations or help you understand, what a certain component does and how you can update it to make certain changes and so on. It can help with assisted data integration for makers. And on the other end, for users, AI, it can retrieve data from your data sources. It can get you analytics. It can get you information like, when is my shipment coming, for this order number as an end user. If I ask, for example, it should be able to fetch the information for your order and deliver it to you, and so on. Or and generative actions. The third one is taking action, meaning if you want to say, I have this shipment coming, I want to update my shipping address, it should be able to go fetch your order, update your shipping address, and take action on your behalf. So with Copilot, you don't really need to know the system where what is or where particular, data or fields are. It's all conversational. You can pretty much have conversation with the system to get the data or go take action on your behalf. So that's in Power Platform. Now, again, it's available in all of the Power Platform components, the ones that we initially discussed. Within Power Apps, Copilot is available to help you build applications. So you could pretty much come in and say, help me build a Power Apps application to track my track visitors to my office, right? The co-pilot will understand your intent and start building this application. And it will not only build the application, it will also create a data source for you to store your information. So it'll start with, okay, let me start by creating a table. So you hold all your visitor information in this table. So it'll put the fields like first name, last name, phone, email, and whatnot, and asks you, it's a interactive interface with Copilot where, do these fields look good? Do you want to capture anything more for your visitors? If you want to, you can have a conversation and tell Copilot, okay, I also want to capture where they're coming from, their in time, out time, and so on. And then once these tables get updated and when it looks good, you can now say, okay, this table looks good, build me an app. And this application will be ready in minutes for you to use. So that's the power of Copilot in Power Apps. Now, similarly in processes, let's say you are someone who takes a particular report from a system and you are supposed to send that report to your customers every day. And this is a repetitive task. So every day at 5 o'clock, you're sitting, extracting some report and sending it to your customers. So you can automate this by talking to Copilot. So tell Copilot that here's a flow I want to build to capture this report, put it in a HTML format, and then put that HTML in email and send it to all my customers that are relevant to you, right? So you can pretty much define a process like this using Copilot in conversational style and build a flow which then can be enabled, and every day your 5 o'clock job is done because flow will be taking care of it. Now, again, bots, this is the third one. Again, we'll touch upon bots briefly in a bit. This is where you build Power Virtual Agents or your chat bots that you can put up in your teams or in your any channel that you choose, or in your external facing websites where your end users may want to communicate with your data and ask updates about shipments or ask updates about anything like products that you're selling or and so on. So that's bots. Again, building these bots has been easy with Copilot conversation style, and it's seamless. When you try it, you'll know this is like a video game where you're trying to talk to the system and get things done, which is really, really nice. And lastly, ML models. You can also build your own machine learning models now within Copilot Studio, which is super, super powerful. So with that, here are a few I'm sorry, this is moving 2 slides at a time for me. So here, so this is a snippet of how the UI looks like in Power Apps, Power Automate, for example. You, it's all conversational style, and the UI is also, super interactive to help you build easily. So it's step by step. You can rapidly upskill as you go into this platform and start learning, because Copilot is not only helping you build, it's also helping you upskill. You're learning as you build these apps and automations. And with that, of course, Copilot is also helping you develop faster, because you're really not doing much. You're just typing your what you want in plain English, but the system is able to do it for you by saving all the time that you may have put in for building it. And it also helps you streamline data integrations. So you can pretty much drag and drop different data sources like, Excel, Microsoft 365 apps like SharePoint, or even third-party applications, or your external systems that you can, build as custom connector and connect to. So there's really no limitation to what data you can connect and integrate. And Copilot is always there to help you really get there faster, and also upskill you in the process. So in essentially, AI and Copilot in Power Platform is super powerful, helping you accelerate development through automation and through conversational AI. It is going to optimize costs and enhance development practices. It's going to increase business agility and flexibility for your organization. And you will see an overall improvement in productivity. And you will also see how things are simplified even with cross-platform integrations, with one platform coming in and integrating with everything, making everything simpler for your employees and also your customers. Now, we spoke about Power Platform and co-pilots within Power Platform, which helps you build apps, flows, and bots quickly. Now, a step back, we spoke about Dynamics 365. This is also another portion of business application where we have first-party solutions for sales, marketing, service, supply chain, and finance. Again, Copilot is available in all of our first-party solutions as well. In sales, it can help you, find it can do a lot of things, to be honest, in all of these five solutions that you see here. But yeah, in sales, it can really help sellers find their leads, follow up with them quickly, and probably even write quick emails and do follow-ups on your behalf. In marketing, it can generate marketing contents for you. In service, it can sorry, Vikas. Yes, I'm almost done. Thank you for the time check. So in service, again, it's going to enhance your service to your customers by giving knowledge to your customer service representatives. Again, in supply chain and finance, it'll have all the information that you need, that you can extract from in conversational style with your Copilot. Okay, so with that, here are a few areas where AI can really help. It can create content for you quickly. It can create personalized marketing content, or it can create emails for your specific customers or partners that you're working with. It can help create quick chatbots and virtual assistants and so on. So these are all the key areas where AI is going to be helpful. And lastly, Copilot Studio is our new addition. So this Copilot Studio is a central place where you build new Copilots or customize your Microsoft 365 Copilots and manage all of these Copilots. So if you've seen in your Microsoft 365 now, if you have access to it, you will see Copilot in PowerPoint or in Word or even in Outlook and all of the Microsoft 365 products. So you can extend these Copilots so that your employees have more access to your company data when they are working on, on any of these applications. So with Microsoft Studio, that is what is possible. And yeah, here are, again, it's the same Microsoft Studio deck, which talks about, this is the UI of how the studio looks like. Again, this is where you would build these copilots or customize Microsoft 365 copilots to add more data to it to help users and so on. And this is where you would manage all your copilots with all the data access that it needs and so on. Again, this Copilot Studio can do, just like in any Copilots, which is a conversational bot, it can get you answers from various data sources. It can go take actions, which we are calling generative actions. So it can go take actions on end users' behalf. And also this has generative building, meaning the person who's building these Power Virtual Agent bots or copilots can have conversations with the platform to build these bots itself. So you don't really need any developer experiences to build these copilots as well. So with that, I am going to pass it on to Vikas. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for that. Thanks a lot. To our audience here, would have seen a lot of information that Sridhar provided, wherein she talked about the power of AI. Right now, what we plan to do is show you actually how you can build one of the use cases. So what we have taken is a website, right? A website that may take around a month or 2 months before the AI and Copilot came into picture, right? Now, with the power of Copilot and AI, it's super quick, and super easy to build these contextual websites. So we'll run this video, but before you see this, you guys have phones and all, right? And you can kind of look for any website that you use for your utility companies, right? So, so what I have done is I recorded this video just giving one prompt to the Power Platform Copilot. I just said, hey, create a website for a utility company. That's all I did. And you will see what it does, right? So you can see the images that it picks, the relevant text that it generates, the sections. So it's a very rich website that it creates in its first attempts. And then I recorded the timings also. It takes around 4.5 minutes or so to do all of this. So this was the second part, Triveni. The first one, I think it's jumping 2 slides. So can you go to the previous one? The previous slide and run that demo first. Training, can you pause this and go to the previous website?
Hemant is.
Yeah, it's the first one. Yeah, it's the first one.
Oh, do you have the next one, where we are creating a website actually? Let's go to the next one first.
Okay.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, let's run this one first.
Sure.
Right. Yeah, so you see the Copilot prompt here. I just said, hey, create a website, right? And it starts creating a web page, and there are multiple pages that it creates relevant to the, the functioning of, utility company. Pause. Yep, so there's a prompt. In the background, it is kind of generating all those pages. I gave it a name as, hey, Green Electric or something. Click on next, and it will give you a layout. If you don't like it, you can say try again. It will give you a refreshed layout. So This is how the layout appears. I didn't like it. I say, okay, try again, give me something else. We'll change the structure of how the sections and the pages would look like. Right. So see how it is generating all those sections which are very relevant. These pictures and all, I didn't ask it to kind of pick those. Based on its the intelligence that is built in based on data, it is picking up all of this. Yeah. So various relevant sections that you can see it has kind of picked up, and these are all the pages, underlying pages to the website that it is, giving an option for me to choose. I chose all of them, right? And now it is kind of creating those website. This is the website, and you can see this, and we can do a preview. If I put it on preview, it would ask me for desktop as well as the mobile, enabled website. So here's the website. See, live website in just few minutes. And the good thing is, it is giving you all those descriptions. If you see, right, along with the images, it is generated on its own. Now you can even change. You can ask it to rewrite all of those descriptions, if you wish to, and you can use CoPilot to do all of that. Right. Imagine going to the business, getting all these requirements. Hey, which section would be where? Each and every text need to be kind of going through levels of revisions, right? Back and forth with the business teams, then going to your marketing team, then going to the maybe the legal team to make sure that things are okay and all. So this provides a very good base, right? So here, if I'm asking it to change the text, I can ask CoPilot to rewrite it, right? So it will give you, it can give a large description, right? And it can summarize it even. So see, it's giving you all those options, what kind of text would you want? So a ready-made text basically that you can show to business and they can approve it, and then you don't have to kind of, so it is kind of short-circuiting all those back and forth that happens in the requirement gathering and creating user stories and all of that stuff. Right? So here you have a full-fledged website that you can even deploy right after a few fine-tuning and all. You can add these sections, edit them, add buttons, add columns. So all those features are also available here. And I hope that completes the first video, right, Eamon?
Yeah.
So the next video is about adding a chatbot to this website. That's what this next video is. And again, it is also in minutes, right? Yeah, so we are adding a chatbot now. Okay. I'm going to that chatbot preview and then, just enabling create and test chatbot. Just button click. It runs, so it's doing all that prompt generation, all of that based on the data that the website that I just created, right? So based on this data itself, it is creating all that, all those prompts in the background. Once it is created, I just do a publish, and then I can kind of just quickly sync it so that it has all the latest information, and then our chatbot is ready to be previewed. Yeah, so that question, how much time does a business user needs? So you saw me just putting one line, asking it to just create a website for a utility company. That's all I needed to know, right? So see, if you see that question mark, so it has added the Power Virtual Agent there, a chatbot there. I can start asking questions. I can say like, of course you'll train the model, but then you can say, okay, what is the company address or what is the phone number, and similar other information that is related to the website. So that's a quick demo of how the power of AI in the hands of the makers and users can help transform the the entire development landscape, and also the business solutions that they are building at a hyperscale speed. And so that concludes the demo part of and even if I'm intentionally making some spelling mistakes, it's able to recognize what I'm trying to say. Okay? Yeah, so here is your basic chatbot, right, that has been added to the website. So yeah, that concludes the demo part of it. I know there are a few other questions. I'll try to answer them while I hand it over to Hemant for the further slides.
Yeah, thank you, Suvida and Vikas. Thanks so much. So to start with, we'll start with the governance and the controls. So the Power Platform offers unmatched governance and security controls at large scale. So we'll just have a look at those. So the Power Platform here that we see offers several options for organizations to implement governance and security of their low-code assets, including the Power Platform Admin Center, which is a single place for the admins to go and build, as well as enforce the governance policies. From the managed environment point of view, it allows organizations to streamline their governance at scale with features that provide more visibility, more control, all with less efforts. The Center of Excellence Starter Kit allows you to enhance your governance journey with powerful open source tools to drive innovation and improvement faster. Right. So this was all about from the governance control point of view. So this is all about the end-to-end governance controls, right? From the COE point of view. So LTIM's framework on top of it is like an icing to the cake, allowing with the continual feedback and improvement loops. It's all about building the culture, skill sets at scale. Over here, enhanced and the correct security protocols, which are empowered with stability in deployments, are a key to improved agility, which is vital to any kind of success. This defined framework with the correct planning and approvals for developing solutions are a key to rapid development, helping for faster transformations. Over here, reusability and maintainability factors are also coupled with centralized governance, which is a key to the successful citizen development initiative. So the slide that we see from end to end is all about how do we discover, explore, right, train, certify, ideate, as well as access, right, with the continuous provisioning, development, deployment, support, as well as monitoring. So this is all about LTIM framework, which is on top of whatever is brought about by Microsoft from the governance control point of view. Moving ahead, this is actually a practice overview. So our Microsoft Business Application Solution Partner Badge and advanced specializations for low-code application development, it says it all. So we are actually humbled and also proud to be winners across various participating events and being in the leaders quadrant across various assessments by top IT advisory and consulting organizations across the planet. We have in-depth knowledge as well as consulting COE across the product range of D365 Power Platform, including artificial intelligence, mixed reality, as well as Gen AI. It is a fact that no one can whistle a symphony. It takes an orchestra to play it, right? So we are proud of our 1,000 plus strong team who help us, and not let the sun set. So this is actually all about our practice capabilities from LTI Mindtree. Moving ahead further to the service offerings, we have a large set of solution offerings based upon these 5 major themes, that is advisory and consulting, low-code solutions, process automation, transformation and modernization, as well as reporting. So these are basically aligned with the patterns of value that Suvida spoke about. So I'll not repeat most of them. Going ahead further, we have a couple of case studies that we have listed across from the several case studies that we have as of today. So the first to the left, it speaks about the business outcomes achieved by a global audit and advisory services firm. So the business outcomes that we see over here is more than 40% reduction in the overall turnaround time, greater than 30 to 35% productivity improvement in terms of faster availability of requested data that is available within the system at any given point in time. And the most important thing is zeroing down on the manual efforts. If we move on to the second case study, so again over here, the business outcomes that we see across is greater than 50% improvement in the efficiency and service delivery with the first time right approach. 30% reduction in the overall turnaround time. The automated user provisioning tool, it actually zeroed down on the manual efforts for user provisioning. The third use case that we see over here is actually for a world leader of sustainable transport. So we all hear about, right, the hybrid vehicles, EV, as of today. So again, over here, the business outcomes that include our optimization analysis and predictions with better visualization. So this is all about from a charging depot station point of view. So this is over and above something different that we see as a part of the use cases across this industry. So the fourth case study that we see on the next slide is for a leading commercial and casualty insurance group. The business outcomes that we see over here, it ranges from faster building and releasing of the pipelines, right? So it could also be called as CI/CD or the build and release pipelines, and also the customer satisfaction survey scores. So that is what we have seen over here. And the last case study that we see over here, right? The last but not the least. So it is for a global organization into manufacturing and services. Over here, the solution that was provided, it resulted in improved forecasting and governance of the sales pipeline with reduction in service revenue leakage with learnings that we got from the lost deals as well as similar won deals or won opportunities. So these were the five case studies, different kind of case studies, which we just tried to pick upon based upon the various other case studies that we have. Right, so this was the end of the slide, at least from my point of view. Over to Triveni.
Oh, thank you, Suvida. Thank you, Vikas and Hemant. That was a nice session. So we have some questions in chat as well as question and answers. Agni has asked, does Power Platform provision a way to cost forecast to host the end-to-end solution, per se the office visitor registry system use case that Suvida alluded earlier?
Hi. So, sorry. So the solution, yes. So we can build end-to-end solution within the platform, which includes, data source, end user operation, forms for end user operation, any synchronization and integration that you may want to do with that solution, reporting, all of it is possible. If there is any, I think I heard forecasting. So yeah, those are functionalities that you could build. There are solutions online already, which people have built, which can do forecasting, calendars, managing calendars and so on. So yes, the possibilities are definitely a lot with this platform.
Okay, great. So Rahul posed a question, could you please provide some light on CoPilot capabilities in Dynamics 365 project operations?
I don't have that on top of my, give me 1 second. I actually have a deck that I'm going to just post it in the chat for you, which has highlights project operations, capabilities at a high level. So that's some place to start, but definitely our docs, Microsoft Docs articles will have much more. But here's a, screenshot. That
Suvida, if you are okay in parallel, can I just go ahead and answer this?
Oh, yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Okay, Suvida, thank you. Yes, so Rahul, it's really a nice question. So actually, the capabilities from the project operations point of view, the three things that I can think of as of now is first, which is the task plan. That is actually which helps in creating a new project plan template based upon similar projects that are already available within the system. So this is one of the capabilities. The second capability is specific to the status reporting. So we can actually create a project status report using the critical KPIs that have been identified. So again, first was the task plan, second is the status report, and third is the risk assessment. So usually across programs, projects, we always see that, we could be having risks and we also plan for how do we mitigate. So over here, the CoPilot actually monitors the risks for us and also suggests and recommends the mitigation plan for us. So at least the first draft is available from the CoPilot, and then yeah, it is based upon these particular details which can be taken ahead. So this is at least what I can recollect at the top of my head.
Okay, thank you. So Manoj asks, how does the Copilot work?
Okay, so maybe I can take this. So what I understand over here, Manoj, is that the capabilities of the Copilot are built on the latest GPT models that are available through Azure OpenAI service. Right. So this is what I can answer you as of date. If you have got any further questions, feel free to let us know.
Okay. Swaroop is asking, what about the security? How secure is this our platform? You mean maybe?
And there was I know Suvida answered this, during her commentary about, that those security models, are derived from what you see on, say, Dynamics applications. Plus, there are other, policies and procedures that are built in, and that is another guarantee that is provided by Microsoft that this is a secure platform, right? But we had a full day session wherein there was a people versus Copilot or people versus Gen AI discussion, and 90% of the discussion was around security, right? So a simple answer that one of the advocates of Gen AI provided was, hey, look at the time when people talked about the credit card payments, right? And people are asking about, hey, digital payments and all, how secure they would be. And similar such questions or doubts are created whenever a new technology is launched. So it is a good question to ask, right? Because we are entering an era of changing technology here. But while it is not completely, I would say, 100% secure, because things happen. There are adverse forces working against the philanthropic ambitions of people. So they try to do all that hacking and all that stuff. But all those gaps are kind of getting highlighted and getting addressed on a daily basis, right? So it's not just limited to this product. Any Gen AI product or any such products which are evolving in the current context, they are getting patched. They are getting challenged on all these security aspects, hence getting more robust. Hope that answers the question.
Yeah, thank you, Vikas. Subhash is asking, is it possible to limit Copilot features to certain users through security roles from D365 CE perspective?
So there is a capability to either enable it or disable it for an environment. but there is no way to limit it to only few users as of now. However, if the data, if the end user does not have access to a certain data, the Copilot will not, retrieve that data for them because they don't have access to the underlying data. So your data is still secure.
Okay. Great. So I think we have few more questions, and one last thing we'll take is any real life example of accelerated development as such.
I showed you, in this demo, you would have realized how fast-paced the Copilot makes it to kind of develop a Power Page, right, and also virtual agent. But during one of the conferences, we also had a person from the audience draw a few boxes on the board, right, with first name, last name, few such customer entry information that was needed. So they drew it on a board, and we took a picture and asked Copilot to create an app. And it took around 2-3 minutes to kind of create an app out of it, right? So general customer entry form. But you can imagine the power that it provides to the developers and the makers to, as I said earlier, right, put the development on a hyperspeed path, right? So hope that answers the question.
Yep. Thank you, Vikas. So if there are any questions that we missed, we'll surely revert to you on the email. Thank you all for joining. Thank you again, Suvida, Hemant, and Vikas. Have all a good day.
Thank you all.
Everyone.
Thank you all. Have a nice day. Thank you for joining in. Bye and take care.